SCW was looking for a new commissioner. So about 3 weeks ago, my phone rang, and I accepted the challenge. How you doing, Vernon?
I'm doing okay.
So my first job as the SCW acting commissioner was to create a new championship. This championship is called the Open Door Title, which means anybody in the wrestling business can come into SCW and challenge for the title. So that means if AJ Styles from TNA wants to show up and wrestle for the title, he's got a title shot.
Broken back.
Because my goal in SCW is to give you, the fans, a product that you're proud of. A product that each and every week you come back to see.
A few weeks ago, when I was told that SCW was coming back to Madison, the guys, the bosses, your boss, our boss, they come to me and Roger and said, your guys' contract has actually been up for well over a year. You guys, Roger Blade, Eric Draven, are the only two guys that remain back there from the original SCW show 15 years ago. 15 years is a long time to be with a company. They said, we promise you that Jeremy Bevins will not be the new commissioner of SCW. And we said, who will it be? They said, we've got it narrowed down. They gave me a list, and me and Roger looked it over, and nowhere on that list was your name. We signed a contract, and I will tell you that it was for a hefty amount more than what I was making. You know, you've probably seen it by now. Roger makes pretty good, you make pretty good now, right? But we didn't sign for enough money to wrestle for you. I know a lot of you probably don't know who he is. Vernon Morris knows who he is, but I'm going to tell you who this guy is right here. I'm going to tell you a little backstory about who this guy is and who we are. Years ago, Madison, Indiana had two wrestling promotions in town, and some of us worked for Supreme Championship Wrestling, and some of us didn't. And now, we're not going to go through whose promotion was better or anything like that, because frankly, I see that you're the boss.
Of course!
And I like my paychecks. But what I will say is, I don't know if I can work for you because I know you hold a grudge. I know you're going to hold a grudge on Roger Blade. I know that when Ricky Ruckus comes in here, you're going to hold a grudge on Ricky Ruckus. If Spaz was to happen to show up, you'll hold a grudge on him. Last week, if you were here, you would have held that very same grudge against Billy Maverick. Because we were the guys who was running a show against you. Now, I'm not saying anything bad against the show you ran, and obviously you must have appreciated what our show did too, because you're working for us. But the fact is, we were your rivals for years. Honestly, we laid in bed at night thinking of ways to sabotage you, and I know you did the same thing. And what happened is, they didn't call you, you called them. You said, you know what, Eric Draven is a weasel, and I want to put him out of the business.
You can do it!
So a few people like you, but you know what? Some of you other people will agree that this guy right here is a weasel, right? Can I get some cheering? Come on!
No! Of course not!
Now listen, I'm not sure what your intentions are. And I'm going to stick around and I'm going to do the best I can to win this tournament tonight and take that pretty little belt home with me. But I know that I'm not ever going to have a fair shake around here again.
Just yell it.
You know, one thing, when I accepted the challenge, it was very clear. There were no hard feelings. The past is the past. And in case you forget, everything was pretty true. We were rivals, but you did say you don't work for me. However, on the contrary, you do work for me.
Mr. Baker's shot!
Go, Mr. Baker!
Like I was saying, my goal is to give you guys a product that you're proud of. The same type of product that week after week brought Vernon out to the fairgrounds to see those shows. I'm here. We're going to elevate it up a notch. We're going to kick some butt. We've got a new title. And you guys ready for some great wrestling action tonight? Just to make sure this thing's fair, I'm going to sit right over there and I'm going to commentate. I'm going to ring announce the whole show so that everybody knows who is in charge.
Oh, yeah! You the man! He's awesome! What are you talking about, Willis?